Good morning, class. It's Mr. Mason Meyer here. Thank you so much for joining us. Today's video is about a topic that has been thrown around for, years, hotly debated by almost every member of the educational community, legislatures, parents, students, just basically everybody has an opinion about this. And of course, it's a classic debate of STEM versus what is now being called STEAM: science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. Wow, what a topic we have here, but it's kind of funny because today the debate doesn't really exist anymore. It's not really an argument about whether STEAM education is just as beneficial, if not more beneficial, than just STEM, leaving out the arts. The benefits are logged, researched, and conclusive. I got an infograph that I picked up on Twitter. It's put together by the University of Florida. It's just wonderful. I'll put a link to it in the description, but I'm just going to read off some statistics here. This is about students who study the arts. They are 4 times more likely to be recognized for academic achievement. Music appreciation students scored 61 points higher on the verbal and 42 points higher on the math tests for the SAT. 93% of Americans believe that the arts are vital to providing well-rounded education for our children. Music and visual arts make up most art instruction, leaving only 12% offering dance, only 45% offer theater. I think those are 2 areas of the arts which, obviously based on statistics, get left out, but I believe are truly beneficial and provide great outlets for artistic expression, and I think academic study for our students, which they should be getting more of. Looking at maybe a couple more things. The 80% of Americans agree that that art education encourages and assists in the improvement of a child's attitudes towards school. Students are 3 times more likely to be awarded for school attendance if they study the arts. It just goes on and on. There's some really great, wonderful benefits. It sounds fairly conclusive. The jury's not really out on this one. The question is, how do we go about properly implementing standardized art education? How do you standardize and grade students in music? And how do you standardize an entire state's education when it comes to theater or dance or visual art? Call that the question of the day. Plenty of research needs to be done, but in my opinion, kind of looking at things as they are, more than anything, we just simply need to do it. I know that, for instance, being a choral music educator, the American Choral Directors Association, the ACDA, has already lined up and even revised standards for how to teach choral education, and those are wonderful. Some great standards that I think could be implemented and greatly improve our choral education. I think probably for all 4 areas of the arts, the major areas, there are standards that can be implemented and put forth. And the question is, how soon can we just get things going? What all does it take? It's a great undertaking, but I believe, and I think the research shows, our students need it, and I think our students deserve it, and we should not be robbing them of that. But one thing that I think is detracting away from the attention and maybe the importance of arts education is what I call America's pop culture folly, which is what we need to steer clear of as we begin to implement arts education. And America's pop culture folly is our pop culture, which has robbed us of this deeper appreciation for the arts as being an academic study and being critical to the human experience, because we've been brought up and we've created this culture that views arts as almost purely entertainment. You know, we have shows like American Idol, X Factor, So You Think You Can Dance, and what these shows do is they take artistic practice and artistic study and they turn them purely into entertainment. So in America's mindset, I think in general, we're all trained to look at the arts as being entertainment. And entertainment is second to, or extracurricular to, the core classes, the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And that's why I think STEAM is having such maybe a hard time getting some traction, is because the cultural mindset of America says, no, you know, the arts are kind of secondary because they're extracurricular, they're for entertainment. And I believe that what we need in order to really gain some traction for STEAM to be further implemented and properly executed is to begin to pull away from this pop culture idea of arts as purely entertainment and move towards this idea of re-educating ourselves to see the arts as an important aspect of human life that's going to enrich us. It works to complete us. It compels us to grow. And ultimately, I think arts education is what will lead to greater progress and growth in our communities, promoting diversity in the sharing of ideas through our artistic expression. So today's question of the day is, how do we go about doing this? Lots of questions that go into that, lots of aspects of things that we can do, lots of details. But, what are maybe some first steps that we can continue to be making? I want to know your answers, your thoughts about anything that you know about the STEAM versus STEM debate. Leave some comments, maybe shoot a response video, however you would like. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for being with us. Class dismissed.